fall asleep.
Well, welcome back. We are doing season 2, episode 5 of Dark.
Season 2, episode 5. Where are we? What do we know? We know that Jonas has traded the colorless, awful future for the sweaty past, where you just have a pickaxe and sweat and then you eat tomato soup.
That's true.
So they're both bad.
Yeah. Jonas went back to the future and he met Adam, and Adam said, I'm you.
I'm you.
I mean, the fucking jig is up with that shit.
The jig is up with that. And also in the nowsy times,
Yeah.
it's like everybody knows there's time travel. It's like, there's time travel going on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. Did you know? Oh, yeah, I know.
And not only that, I mean, I loved, and I didn't come up with this in our last episode, but the youngsters of Wyndon going all Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
The Scooby-Doo and the Mystery of the Vagina Time Cave.
I know.
They figured everything out. They're all in the cave. They're all mad at Bartozs. They fucking tied him up and left him in the cave. And our
He's doing
oldsters,
time shit without them.
that's right. It's like, well, how come you didn't let us in on this sweet, sweet time travel action? And our middle-aged contingent, they all fucking know. They're in the bunker.
Yeah.
With middle-aged Jonas telling them everything that's going on. And they even told Katerina, she went, the fuck? I mean, she like burst into laughter and said, you're all fucking crazy.
Her reaction did not disappoint.
It was fantastic.
It was great.
She does not, that's a truck.
It's a truck. That's what its truck sounds like.
In America. We don't even know how many people in Germany watch whatever.
We imagine it's most of Germany.
Are watching us.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, the people who comment who have Germany names, we figure, and also tell us facts, which we appreciate. We like all of you, and we love some of you. Oh, the fucking again. Every episode this season opens with Marta and Jonas fucking.
He's got.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
No!
It's middle-aged Jonas fucking teenage Marta.
Teenage Marta.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
that's an uncomfortable day to shoot this.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh my
that's
motherfucking god! She's got the God particle on her tummy, and middle-aged Jonas now wakes up in one of those sex dream sweaty sweats, right? Look at his face.
You ever had a dream like that?
Where
It's
I
made you done that?
bolt upright?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Have you?
No.
I've had dreams where I went, well, that was quite unpleasant.
Yes.
Now we go to the credits and we skip those. I got it.
No,
Mirror, you're in a mirror. Oh, and now we're on young Jonas.
In 1921.
1921 with a very dirty scarf around a wound, which, does that look hygienic to you?
No, not even by 1921 standards.
No, they know that about germs then.
They do.
I would change that bandage. That's the first thing I do. Adam is sitting in the chair, staring at him while he was
just about as creepy.
Jesus.
Oh God, he looks like a fucking carving.
Yeah.
Das war die größte Abneigung.
Boy, no coffee, no nothing. Just wake up.
Wake up
Right into
straight into the weird, bleak,
rhetoric.
cosmic. Let's say that in the future, I am going to wind up looking like a demented penis man
Yeah,
with a penis head.
Yeah.
You know,
Like if you skinned your cock like it was your knee.
and then poked out eyes and a lipless mouth on it. I'd say, like, until that time, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back home and fucking party my brains out.
I'm gonna cook up with Marta. I'm gonna smoke some weed with a
Magnus?
Spicoli. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have some fun. Oh, look, there's his yellow.
Here's your trademark yellow suit.
We've laundered it for you. Why don't
Yeah,
you
that
take a
was
shower?
nice.
June 25th, 2020, 2 days until the apocalypse.
And I do like the way European numbers are.
What is that?
25 June 2020.
Why do you like that? I feel
Because-
like it's less, I feel like it is less explanatory. I don't need to know what day it is before I need to know what month it is.
So you think months?
What month is it?
I think it's good because it's little day, medium, month, big, year.
Why is middle-aged Jonas so mad at
Does he
Hannah?
do something terrible to her? Well, he's leaving now. Just gonna go in and stare at my mom.
And then go, I'm not even saying goodbye.
Nope.
Fuck you. Katerina, oh wow, the house is really a mess. Wow, that's what my house used to look like.
She's a mess. House is a mess.
When I was, before I got sober, that is, and also after I got sober.
It's just
I've
not.
had place, no, my place is okay now.
Oh, it's spotless.
I mean, spotless is too much.
Aber ich muss wissen, was ihr darüber denkt.
Marge is like, are you nuts? It's like, yes, you know what? I'm nuts. My husband and my son are missing. Why does Marta have to be, why does every teenage girl on television have to be so terrible to their mothers? My daughter, when she was a teenager, was fucking nice to me. This makes me want to blow my brains out.
No, well.
Let me
other
tell you
than
something. This is a big problem in our world. If you're going to have a character be mean to another character, it's going to be a woman and the other character is going to be a woman. They just like make it look like all we do is scream at each other like the worst people in the world.
Aber LKA, der diesen Klausen kennt.
Find someone at criminal investigation who knows this Clausen guy. Yeah, by the way, maybe he's just a bored, single middle-aged man from Berlin who doesn't even work for criminal
He's not even a
investigation.
cop. Clausen is there to investigate the death of his brother, who's the
Oh,
guy that this fucker killed. That's why
why
he's got-
didn't they get into that?
I don't know.
It's the
That's who
only
the
thing that
passport
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah, that's who the passport.
Maybe it was in there and they cut it out because Clausen wasn't testing well. I'm so sorry to this actor.
We're sorry.
I mean, I'm
Clausen.
so sorry this tiny little YouTube thing that was like a pandemic hobby lady is insulting you. It'll all be fine. He really loves her. And you know, that I do have to say, just from a showrunner, kudos. The choice of making this kind of shifty character who, you know, emerges from the woods with a gun and goes on to run the apocalypse causing nuclear power plant, to make him so kind and loving and genuinely in love with his wife
Yes.
is really, it balances out the character. And I think the actor does a really good job.
Mental institution.
Mental institution.
So this is the 50.
You can always tell a mental institution, no, now it's the 80s, because there's people in white walking slow. They showed a guy and two guys playing a game in white pajamas very intently. That's like 50, that's typical 50s mental institution, but this is the
And the
80s.
wall is painted pink.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
wall is
just
like, and the furniture is
crummy for wood
pale
furniture.
green. Ulrich's added more flair to his hospital pajamas by having a different shirt underneath the scrubs or whatever.
Yes, he's not had a hair.
He's the bad boy of the hospital. You know, it's like that total Ulrich to have swagger in the mental hospital for the
Yeah.
criminally insane.
Okay.
Oh, now we're on middle-aged Claudia, her brown-nosed assistant with a terrible perm. This outfit isn't that bad compared to her other costumes, but the hair is still, it's terrible. What happened is, like at the beginning of this show, Claudia Tiedemann is all about, I'm going to be the power bitch of
Mhm.
Vinden, the first woman running a nuclear power plant in Germany or something, right?
Yep.
And she's all excited and practicing in her car, right? And putting on makeup and walking, like she's in an episode of Dynasty
Yes.
now. And then she finds out not so fast, because what you don't know, boss lady, is that this nuclear power plant is the center of a time travel problem,
Terrible thing.
and that it's going to be your job for the next badillion years to try and undo something that some other asshole is doing.
She is industrious, but she's now applying it to that.
Yes,
And
she's
she's
got
letting her day job go.
Yes, and so every time the assistant comes to talk to her, it's like, hello, you're the president of the nuclear power plant. People are waiting for you. You can't just go play with dogs and talk to old women and disappear,
Reschedule it.
and spelunk down a cave thing, and
She's going to say
she's going to say,
reschedule. I knew it.
And
Boss.
and her assistant is, what? And she's like, I'm out of here. And she's like going, my career is down the toilet because I'm clearly working for a lady who is losing her shit. Adam going to go into space time.
Mr. Pause.
A person. Just answer the fucking question. One person lives three. Okay, here. Ask me why you're here.
Why am I here?
A person lives 3 lives.
Oh, jeez.
One life
Yeah.
as a child.
Yeah, child. Yeah, middle-aged maybe.
One life
In the middle?
as a man.
Yeah, and then old man's probably third.
One life. Let me finish.
Like just a simple question.
It's not simple. Nothing is simple in this creepy mansion.
Das zweite mit dem Verlust der Unschuld.
Well, now he says, so Adams says the person lives 3 lives. The first life ends with the loss of naivete. The second with a loss of innocence, which is almost the same as naivete.
Yeah.
They should have picked a better word.
Mit dem Verlust des Lebens selbst.
And the third with the loss of life itself. So,
No, I think you could do better.
yeah, well, so
No,
your
Adam.
first life ends with a loss of naivete.
Okay.
What's our second life?
Power, control.
Oh,
Well,
we're
what's that?
in our second life. We're like afraid of what's going to be the end of
Yeah.
fuckability. The second life ends with the loss of advertisers trying to get you to buy it.
That's true.
Because they think, oh, she likes Mr. Clean. She's only going to like Mr. Clean for the rest of
Forever.
her fucking life.
Yeah.
I give up trying to sell Claudia car insurance.
No, she only wants fucking some weird thing from
When
the 1930s.
1930s. Okay, and then you die. That's the end of
Das
that.
ist unausweichlich. Ich
For
hab keine
you.
Zeit für diese ganze Scheiße.
And he's like, I don't have time for this
This
shit.
shit. You
I know,
weird
just
fool.
Jesus, just send me home. I get it. It's all bad. I turn into shriveled dick man. I want a fucking Coca-Cola and hamburger right now with my friends.
I want the internet.
I don't like it here. Now he's asking her if she saw middle-aged Jonas.
You know.
Do you know who this is? She's not a great liar because she's making lots of movements and faces. You don't want to make a lot of movements and faces when you're lying.
Nope.
Okay, middle-aged
Where
Jonas
is he now?
has gone to somebody's
Somebody's
house.
messy house.
He's going to sit on the bed. If he unzips his fly, it's bad news. I'm just going to casually masturbate into your bed.
Yeah.
That's not weird, is it? Is that okay?
It gets really lonely in the future or the distant past.
Jetzt bin ich verschwunden.
My son disappeared.
Da ist eine Hilfsmöglichkeit.
Okay, so she's got a pretty good thing. I lost my son.
Yeah.
We're nice people in this town. And Alexander Tiedemann gives me money every month because
he's
he's nice. And I'm the poor lady who lost her son. And you
And her husband.
and her husband killed himself. And you are acting like a total bitch to me, who's really gone through some hard shit. Okay? That's a good tactic. I mean,
It
that's
is.
not what the problem, that's not what the truth is, but that's what I would say. I'd start to cry to get out of this. I'm
This
sorry.
whole thing with Clausen is like this weird other story that
That-
never gets resolved.
I know,
And
and
if he's looking, I mean, if this thing had gone on for 7 years, like. you
oh, well,
know,
then it would make
then
sense.
Clausen is pursuing who Alexander Tiedemann really is because he killed his brother, then that's fine.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the central
No,
story.
No,
So these scenes, and I don't like to criticize because people get mad at us, but,
no, get mad.
and who cares?
Here
Okay,
we
the
go.
Scooby-Doo kids are going back to the vagina.
Scooby-Doo, back to the cave.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Uh-oh.
Elizabeth isn't so sure.
She doesn't hear anything, but she
She
notices
feels
something is up.
things. She turns around as
She
if,
goes, something's going on.
okay, I better go back in the cave. So and she's right. I bet someone's someone's looking at her. Oh, it's
Yeah,
fucking Noah.
Creepy Noah, Jesus. I mean, that really was that was just, where is it? It's just like.
Who's she talking to? Okay.
Okay.
So Charlotte has her time case. This is Law and Order. Charlotte Doppler's turn. Law and Order.
Time sleuth.
Time sleuth.
And that's it goes.
Did he know all this? And middle-aged Jonas goes, yep.
Yeah.
We all went to visit that clock shop.
Yeah.
There's not a fucking time traveler on this side of Wyndham
Nope.
that didn't go talk to your fucking
That-
grandfather.
That clock should have had a revolving door.
You know what's cool? Because it's summer in this episode,
What?
a lot of them have tans.
Okay.
Have
that's
you
true.
noticed that?
Yes.
Charlotte has a nice tan and so does Katerina.
Katerina has a tan, you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay, the Scooby-Doo kids are back in that time cave with their
And
magic
they
time police. They
Oh
got
my
Bartozs all
God.
tied up.
He's still tied up. He's been there.
He's
overnight.
definitely pissed himself at least.
Yes.
Okay, so Bartozs won't tell them shit, and Magnus picks up the time valise and says, fine, die in this fucking cave, motherfucker, because I'm Magnus and I can't take this shit anymore. I'm not built for this. If somebody came to you with a time machine,
Would you want to go in the past or the future?
well, listen, I would say right now the world isn't going the way I want, so I'd say the past.
But just like for a visit.
I don't know, Jonathan.
I mean, so Sunset, what's that street up there? Sunset Boulevard is right up there.
That's right.
Famous street.
Yeah,
Do you want to go to the past
yeah.
in the 30s? Or do you want to go see it in the future?
I want to go and see it in the 30s. I mean, the 30s, probably not.
But when?
Well, I bet I know when you'd want to go.
When?
The 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to go back to the 60s more than you?
No.
Nobody. Even I would go back to the 60s. I mean, Sunset Boulevard in the 60s, it's the best time of Sunset Boulevard. We'd go see all the greatest bands in the world at the Whiskey. I mean, we'd go party at the Chateau in the 70s. That's when you want to be at the fucking Chateau, not with these losers.
No.
You want to be there with like Warren Beatty and
Yeah.
Julie Christie.
Giant lapels,
Yeah, and
turtleneck.
we just pretend to be, and we could be rich because we'd invest in all the right shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he does a cool move for a person who can't walk.
And it has his arm in a sling too, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But also think about how many takes it took to get the file to slide across the table. Well, he just pushed it and then they cut. And then they went on her side, but they had to push the file.
They got a special spray.
Oh, they put a special spray on?
We did, yeah. We
Oh, you did it once?
Yeah.
On
with
what?
With Jenna Elfman.
Oh.
She had to slide and they have this silicone spray.
Oh, like
And-
on
and
Dharma and
you-
Gray?
Yeah, and you leaped on the table and down.
Ulrich is out of
He's
the
out.
hospital and he's
running down
gone
the street.
to the house, Inez's house. Oh my God, and fucking Mikkel is there.
There is.
Oh, this is a great scene.
This is a great scene. Okay, so this is, I say, number 4 of great scenes. And
Yes.
this might be the greatest.
Yeah, because this is the most satisfying because Ulrich's entire raison d'etre is to find
He's
Mikkel.
sat in a mental
And he's
institution
waited
for
33 years for
and now
this
he
moment.
sees him. And Mikkel is 1 year and like 8 inches different.
Oh God!
He's gonna show it.
Ulrich turns the glass over because he's gonna do the magic trick, or he's gonna ask about the magic trick. The question is not how, but when. Mikkel is like,
Boy,
you are fucking
you
talking.
said that.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you come from. But if you're some old fucking crazy man from the woods and you're going to talk to me about magic, I am all in. You've waited 33 years for this moment. I've waited my entire life for anybody to want to talk about magic. And then they hug. Papa, he says, Papa. Oh my God.
Yeah, on the side.
We've declared war on time. We're creating a new world without time, without God.
They all say that. They said that in that other show.
Yeah, a lot of people in 12 Monkeys show, those people want to destroy time.
I mean, how do you walk around? You don't. How do you get a sandwich?
I don't like time.
No, it's
Who likes it?
yeah.
I mean, time would be fine if things didn't decay. Then I'd be cool with it. We are born and our life is already
But
trickling
it's
away.
not mean though either.
No, everybody gets it. This guy's not somebody you want to invite to a fun party, that's for sure.
No. Adam, say a few
Hey,
words.
let's
Say a
all,
few words about the bride and groom, Adam.
okay, honey, I've got good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Okay, the good news is there's a new episode of The Crown on tonight.
Great.
The bad news is before that, we're having dinner at Adam's house. Adam, let's have a nice toast.
Death is inevitably before us.
Okay, that's enough from
I'm
Adam.
not finished.
No, Adam, you are. In light,
In darkness.
and in shadow.
Here we go, List, Mr. List.
Mr. List, in light
In shadow.
and in shadow. In day and in night.
On a car and in a boat. Sleeping and in waking.
Okay, someone's looking at a box full of clocks.
It's a box of clocks.
Oh, it's
Oh.
Charlotte's got to be in her grandpa's old shop.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm right.
And it's still there and it's all musty and packed up.
I
so-
guess like in Germany, when you own a piece of property, you're not like, I gotta sell this fucking piece of
No, or
property.
rent it out to the Mac store or something.
Yeah,
The
no.
Apple store.
Yeah, in
No.
Winden, no. What we have in Winden is an old clock repair shop, and that's the way it's gonna stay forever. This old man died, I don't know when. This shop has just been here.
Sitting
She's
there.
not even like, why don't I open a nice boutique as a
Yeah.
side hustle in Winden? Or what about my husband putting his psychiatric
Yes.
thing? I have property in Winden and I just fucking never go
No,
in there.
I'm just gonna lock the door and let it
And
get dusty.
my grandfather died and I never went through his shit. And lying on the floor, just folded up, are blueprints to a time machine.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Jesus, it's Noah.
Fucking Noah.
Oh, I would get my gun. I can't believe I didn't bring my gun.
Where's your gun?
You're a cop,
Do
no
German
gun.
cops have guns?
She says, what do you want?
First, to creep you out. Check. Second,
Take off my hat. The Scooby-Doo kids come out of the vagina time cave. They
Where
went
is
into the
the-
time machine
Jonas, if you kissed her.
that you and Jonas kissed. He told me that before you did it. Like,
They're
that's the
all-
most, by the way, like, there's gonna be an apocalypse and the most important information is your girlfriend kissed your friend. That's not the
Yeah.
they're all what?
Wearing the same color. They're all in that drab green, army green.
Oh,
green.
yeah, that sort of tealy green or orange.
Instinctively, a costume designer would say, no, they're all in the same. If you didn't want that to happen, you would say,
Oh, yeah.
oh, we can't have.
Yeah,
all-"
oh, by the by, okay, and this took me a while to learn, you know. I didn't notice it. Andrea actually pointed this out to me.
What?
Well, whatever, is like, if you're, you know, first of all, when you're running a show, one of the things you have to do is approve the costumes. The costume designer shows you all the photos and you pick the ones you like. And you want to make sure people aren't in the same color, and they're also not in the same color as the wall behind them,
Yes,
because you want them to stand out.
yes. Das meine Oma damit was zu tun hat.
That my grandma's involved in it and that Jonas will return. And of course, Marta goes, Jonas will return. What time? Did he say anything about me?
Did he mention me?
Did he mention me? Oh, I better change into a more attractive outfit and maybe brush my hair.
Yes, Ladies.
He's part of the war. He's part of the war, bitch. Your boyfriend is a bad part of the war. I was a better boyfriend. I'm not part of a war. You have to believe me. Well, you will in
But-
5 seconds when you go home and your grandparents are living there. You'll fucking believe me. Mikkel and Ulrich are running to the vagina time cave. The police are after them.
They're
And
right in
Ulrich is
front of
saying,
the cave.
he's my son, he's my son.
Ulrich looks like a complete lunatic.
Yeah.
And I think they must have decided that we're gonna go with this long hair.
Mm-hmm. To make him
'cause
look
He
crazy.
looks as crazy as fuck. I mean, he looks like the crazy chief from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes.
And that scene with him and Mikkel
Yeah,
reminds me of, it wasn't there a scene when Frankenstein
yes.
like sat down with a little girl and was
Yes.
they were nice and she
Well,
wasn't,
at least in Young Frankenstein.
yes.
Adam is Michael, it's just a small part of a knot, infinitely larger and more convoluted, this knot.
Das ganze Leben.
This knot is so convoluted. Let me tell you how convoluted the knot is. Jonas is like, okay, if you're right, and everything's in this fucking knot,
Wenn sich nichts verändern lässt.
if nothing can be changed,
Dann ist dieses Gespräch rausgeschickt.
you've already had this conversation. What the fuck am I doing here? Why can't I go home and get into bed?
Yeah,
Can't I take a break?
Heutzutage geschickt.
Hey,
okay,
hey.
so he's saying, that Oldie is saying,
I was you, and I never believed
I had this
I
conversation.
had this conversation, and I would be me in this conversation.
Old prune me said the same things that I'm saying now, and now I'm prune face.
And when I was you, I never believed I'd be prune face. Now we got Claudia
Danke, dass Sie sich die Zeit genommen haben.
talking to a
Oh,
new guy who is a
Ich möchte
machine person, you know, an engineer.
für mich untersuchen.
By the way, apparently he is not given any words of dialogue to speak.
Yeah,
We're gonna save money with this one.
yeah, you just take it and you leave. She hasn't done anything, but Jonas is mad at her.
Yeah.
Dass sie jemals was bekannt.
He's like, did this man ever mean anything to you? Between the last episode and this episode, I'm wondering if they cut something out.
boy, so
Because it's like this Jonas, middle-aged Jonas, suddenly is mad at Hannah for fucking Ulrich, but he's always known that.
yeah, he's
It's
like, all
like,
of a
did
sudden-
somebody say something to him that started this storyline that was in a scene that was cut out? Because it seems like it wasn't what he was playing before, and now he's playing a totally new emotion.
Yeah, he's all bitter now.
It's like saying, I know you had an affair with Ulrich. It's like, yeah, you've known that for 33 years. So Adam is setting the time machine blob. The blob is turned into a sphere. If you succeed,
Sortieren wir die Welt.
we will reorder the world. Okay. Okay, I'll do my best. You got it, Chief. Really?
Wink.
Bye.
Okay, I'm done. Crazy
That's
shit.
it. Okay, that was great.
There was
Click
a
like,
pig.
click subscribe, tell your friends,
Watch me, give us comments.
give us comments, ask us
I
questions.
still do not know why. If Michael doesn't kill himself, none of this happens. I don't, and I know I've talked to people. It's a great start for a series
Mhm.
when one person kills himself. I don't know why that's the domino that makes all this weirdness happen. Weirdness.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.